Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Are we good now? Can we move on with this show? Holy does anything go right in this country? Hi, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon, and you're here on the Roundtable. It is Thursday, and we got our life together. And I'm so grateful to be here with you. The world sometimes sounds like it's on fire. People are fighting. People are upset. People are scared. And we can be all of those things. But we could also, amen, we could also have community. And we could also spend time together and be a safe space. My show is a show for everybody. So you're all welcome here. And I promise there's no judgment and all love here on the Roundtable. Hi, welcome. Some of my favorite things in the world are here tonight. That's Jane Monheit and Michael Longoria. What do I have to say? It's funny. I think about the show and the people. If you're going to watch us after we're live, thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join us every week on Thursdays live or every day on YouTube or on the Broadway Podcast Network. I think, what am I going to say to my students, or what am I going to say to you? And all that I can say is that I thought so much of our trans family, the people who have been on the show, the people who I know personally in my life that are my friends, the people who have shared their story, if it's Cal Calamia, if it's Angelica Ross, if it's Quay Tan, if it's Peppermint, all of the people who have come on our show and talked about how afraid they are. I have students in my school who are trans, and I worry about them. I wanted to talk to Darius tonight about things that people should do in queer communities that are married or getting married to protect their rights, as people may come for the gay rights and queer LGBTQIA plus rights. Those are the things that make me upset. It's not about my ego. It's not about a political party. What I care about are people and their rights. I care about democracy. I care about America. I care about women, people of color, queer people, and everybody getting a chance to live a happy, healthy life. The Constitution of the United States says you have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Not guaranteed, but the chance. And every day, so many people don't get the chance to pursue happiness of who they are, who they love, or to do what they want to do because of laws that restrict people from being who they are. So this show is a place of joy and fun, and we're going to move it along. But I just needed to say that. So these next 4 years sound exhausting. I can pray that they're not going to be as exhausting as they were the first go around. And I can only pray that the youth, which was very scary, can see that there are other options out there, and that the world can see that America has always been a beacon of hope and light. And I hope that it will continue to be. And we need to stand together more than ever and make sure to protect the rights and dignity of every person that lives here, no matter how they came here, no matter what color they are, what gender they are, or who they love. It's what America's about. So 4 years in the history of a country is short. The future is important. So people who sit out or people who don't think it matters, every election matters, and we all need to stay together. And every day is a protest. Our life living loud and proud and out loud is a protest. So this show is fun, but it's also a protest. So let's all fight in this together. Don't give up hope. Keep hope alive. Smile. Don't let anybody steal your light, and don't let anybody ever steal your joy. Never. Especially that man. Especially any politician. you keep shining. And the place and the way you can reach is in your community. So go out there, volunteer, help somebody in need, go put your money where your mouth is, and let's do this. Let's keep it going. Don't give up now. We got way too much to do. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm happy there's sound. We got to edit this. Hi, we know you and Roundtable will bring a smile. Well, if you missed the pre-show, follow me on Instagram because it's a hot mess, and it always is. And I'm over at Robert M. Bannon. And if you hated my speech, then don't follow me because we're in the blocking, trolling kind of mood. And let's talk about my week because I went home to Jersey. Oh, I have a hot take for you.
It's smoking.
So my hot take for you is, what is one thing that went great today, this week, or this month? Because so many people are focusing on the negative things, and they affect us, and they are important too. But tell me, life, at the end of my show, every time I do a show, I say, there's more good than there is bad. There's more joy than there is sadness. There's more love than there is hate. It's all about perspective. So just as much as things that people are upset, there are great things going on. Case in point, can I tell you about one of them? Shout out to our friend to this show, the one and only mayor of Baltimore City, Baltimore, Maryland, winning his second term. The first time that there's been a mayor who's won a second term in 20 years. Brandon Scott gets a second term. Hey, come on, friend. He was on to talk about gun control violence right here on the Roundtable. So shout out to Brandon Scott. I know he's a future superstar in this country, and I know he's got big plans for himself. Plus, how about we give it up for Delaware? Sarah McBride becomes the first out trans person elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. I hope she gives those MAGA nutcases a run for their money, girl. Come on, Sarah McBride. So there is joy. It's about perspective. Let's keep it moving forward. Let's keep going. Nobody, not your boss, not your mother, not your ex, not your baby's daddy, not the IRS can steal your joy. My mother says that was good. So whoop, I didn't take it too far. And hi, husband. That's Darius, no last name, even though it says it. We're not saying full last name. Whoop, I can't get away. I am Fran. You're coming up on the show in a minute. Tell me the thing that's going great. Be proud. Tell me. It could be you made a souffle. It could be you got your oil changed. It could be you got a free cup of coffee. It could be, I don't know, you robbed somebody $100 on the subway. That's probably not a good one. So whoop, whoop. The cat daddies gave me a good one. So give me your answer. And let's keep going. What's my week? I went to Jersey. I told you that already. Let's hear about it. So I left work on Friday and I went home for the first time since July. Yeah, July. So I went home. Yep. Yes, I did vote. I did vote, by the way. So I went home and it was so great to be home. I jumped on the plane Friday night, hopped on the plane with my Detroit Lions outfit on. And I saw my family. There's my brother, my pregnant sister-in-law. She's having her baby in January. My dad, my mom, we went to their house. Look at the nursery is set up. Oh God, I'm so excited about the nursery. It's so cute. And they're working hard at work to get the baby ready. I'm so excited. My birthday cake. My mom went to Dairy Queen and got an M&M Blizzard custom cake for me. Doesn't get better than that. I got to see my daddy's doggy Clarence, my Claire Bear. I swear he gained 50 pounds, this dog, but I was so excited to see him. I love that puppy. And my sister-in-law works for Face Meta, and she does something there, and I will tell you about it during my favorite thing. So hold tight. I got to see my buddy, little Sam. He's going to be 8 years old next week. He's getting so big. And so he took him to D&G, which is my family's business, my dad and my aunt's business, 414 Bergen Boulevard, Richfield, New Jersey, 201-945-5211. If you want Christmas trees, wreaths, mums, lights, blow up. So I brought Sam, and Sam was ready to work. He was out there with the shrubs. And the next day he told his family that he needed to go to Robert Dad's store because he had to play. He had to play there. So I'm sure he's been spoiled. He got tons of candy. He got lights. He got toys. He got glasses. He's going to be back. D&G is going to be on his rotation. And then I saw some of my oldest friends. That's Mike, Adrian, Jerry, Sam, and myself. We went to BJ's Ale House. I had a Pizookie. and we had a moment. And then I came back to Detroit, and the day after the election was the honor roll breakfast, and my students got honor roll in the auditorium. And I looked at them and all that they have overcome, all the adversity, all of the family life, poverty, city, hard life that they have had to face, kicked out of schools or behind grade levels, and they rose above to get 4.0 grade point averages or 3.5 grade point averages. And I was like, that's my quest. This show and the joy we get to have together, but those are the people. That's the next generation. Their education matters so much, and we got to do it for them. So we can't give up. So I shout out them out. It was a good week. We went the next day, Tuesday, we were like zombified. Last night, we went to a spot to eat, and I'll tell you about that for our Detroit moment. So yeah, I got a lot to say, so hang tight with me if you don't mind. Oh, there you go. Come on now, lattes. Little Sam, it's getting big. Let's keep it moving. Let's talk about our shameless plug.
'Cause I'm shameless.
I only have one thing that happened great this week, so I need you all to participate. I feel like I'm in school. What is one thing that is going well for you? Tell me about it. So we have a lot of fun things. Darius said he has a week for the birthday. Darius's birthday is coming up, people. Darius's birthday is November 26th. So prepare yourselves for a roundtable on the 27th. So yes. So we had yes, because then it's his birthday. So we had a lot of things going on here in Roundtable World. We have a lot of stuff. We're over on the Broadway World every single Friday. Tomorrow on Broadway World, Broadway superstar, that is the star of & Juliet herself, Teal Wicks, will be here. She was Elphaba, she was Cher, she's a Broadway superstar, and she's touring the country in & Juliet, and she was here, and she's so cute. Check it out tomorrow on Broadway World. And then also over on the Broadway Podcast Network, I want to see your answers because I'm taking this off so that you could see it, but tell me the one thing that's going great. On the Broadway Podcast Network, you can hear the Roundtable every single day. We have people like Megan Kennedy, who directed The Counter, wrote The Counter, which is coming to Roundabout. It's at Roundabout. Or we have the cast of Swept Away, which is coming to Broadway. Adrian was there at press day. So lots of content always going on over there. We have a big, giant. Oh, I had a birthday week. No, you have a birthday week. We're going to celebrate your birthday all week. Don't we think we should celebrate Darius' birthday for a week? He doesn't want us to celebrate it at all, like very little. And I have ideas. So, but it's all within what he wants to do, of course. I'm doing a Christmas show. On December 7th. Michael Longoria is here, and he's doing a Christmas show too. But December 7th, I was so honored that Nathan Johnson, who had never seen a show of mine before, said it was a delight from start to finish. It's going to be a delight again this year. Tickets are on sale December 7th at 7 o'clock. You can go to robertbannon.com if you want to get your tickets. Some of you already did. Latte's got tickets. The Cat Daddy's got tickets. Alyssa, who's not here tonight, has got her tickets. I'm not there anymore every night. So I'm not in New York. So you better get your tickets because the family's going to come out and I don't want you to get left behind. So grab your ticket. Come see me. We have a band. We have fun music. We're going to do songs you know and love. It is going to be a very special night. I hope my mom's going to be there, of course. My Aunt Fran, we're going to drag her. The family will be there. I'll say hey to you. We'll take a picture. We'll have some eggnog. Mine will be virgin. Yours will be drunky monkey. And we'll have a good time. So come on down. I hope you'll be there. We'll have more information about who, what, when, where, and why. But it's 1 month from today. So we all better get ourselves together. So come on down to the Roundtable Robert Bannon Christmas show concert. It's not called that at all, but you get the general idea. And my single that I released last year, Don't Save It All for Christmas Day, is out and about. You can stream it. It's a cover of the Celine song, the Clay song. And I'm telling Clay Aiken in 2 weeks that I stole his whole entire song. The whole song. Darius said I'm allowed to have 1 hour to celebrate his birthday. Lies. No, mentiroso, liar. very much. It's really exciting. We're gonna have an exciting time. So get your tickets. We're gonna sell Chelsea Table and Stage out. That's what I want. So go get them. What else we got for you? And I'm gonna be in Florida too. I'll be in Florida for my big gay Italian wedding the week of the inauguration, just as a big FU. We'll be right there in Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So if you're in Florida, make sure you come on down. Thank you. All right, let's keep it moving because I got a lot to talk about. So much to talk about. Let's talk about Detroit.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
So speaking of birthdays and fun things and places that we like to go, I want to give a big shout out. The day after the election on Wednesday, Darius and myself in our DNG hoodies matching with the same boots on, the same jeans on, like those kind of nerds who are just in love, frolicking through Michigan together. We went to our spot. Darius works in finance. So in finance, the first and the third are busy days. So we usually go on like a little date Friday or something around that time, but I wasn't here. We went away. He didn't get a chance to go. So we went to his spot. So shout out to One-Eyed Betty's, which is, that picture is so disturbing and funny. One-Eyed Betty's bar, beer bar and kitchen in Ferndale is where you will catch us a lot when we're grabbing something to eat. Darius loves the Betty burger. He gets no salad, he calls it. He gets no lettuce on it, but look at that bacon. Look at that bun. Last night I had a turkey Reuben. If you are in the Michigan area and you're looking for a fun place to go, pinball machines, drinks, donuts, exciting stuff, good food, good people who take care of us, and an environment for everybody feels welcome, make sure you check out One-Eyed Betty's. Come on, Detroit with the food, Ferndale with the food, matching gays in their outfits. Let's talk about my favorite things before I get lattes for my hey friend, hey birthday.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
So for my birthday with my family, I spent, oh, Alyssa's here now. See, I just talked about you, Alyssa. I said, where is that girl? Hey girl, how you doing? Thanks for being here. You missed my whole spiel and rant, but I'm so happy you're here. And Christmas show, Alyssa's going to be there. I hope they're all coming. I hope there's like 50 of them that come. And so get your tickets because they're going to snatch them up. So my sister-in-law gave me some stuff. I'm going to eat a lot now. That's what's going to happen. So my sister-in-law gave me some stuff that I don't like. Okay. My least favorite thing I found is I was home today early and I was ready to go try this. And I said, my sister-in-law went to Trader Joe's and she gave me stuffing seasoned popcorn. And I was so excited to eat it. And I said, like, oh, I'm going to eat this. And it's not it, folks. Now, it tastes like celery. It tastes like stovetop. Nope, not going to do it. So I was not a fan, but I am a fan of the Rose Bannon. See, the viewership spikes when I eat because y'all are sick puppies out here in the world. My mother, and they're not weed infused, makes chickpea brownies that are made with almond flour and chickpeas with these chips on them. And when I tell you they are good and they are solid, because a lot of times it's dry or flaky when you get gluten-free food or healthy food. And this is the last one because I eat one every day. Rose Bannon. My favorite thing this week is Rose Bannon, chickpea, gluten-free, vegan, but they're not because they have chocolate. Brownie extravaganza. They're so good. You could FedEx them to me anytime, Mom. Say hi, Diamond. Say hi. Diamond's here. She heard food and she got very excited. So we love you, Mama Rose. Thank you. My face screamed underwhelmed by the stuffing, Trader Joe's stuffing popcorn. Definitely not a winner. Darius says, this is what happens. Now I'm going to have food trails all over the house. You know, that's what my mom used to say. You can see where Robert goes. It's like a connect the dots. La, 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 la. Connect the dots. Yes, you can see where I am. Is there food on the floor, Duder? No. And Darius says, don't touch my cookies because he didn't get chickpea cookies. He got M&M, homemade, from scratch, full butter, full sugar, full flour, sugar, SUGA, flour, FLOA, butter, BUTTA, butter, sugar, cookies. So they're really, really good. So thank you, Mom. Send us cookies all the time. Please. Just send me the gluten-free ones, though, because I'm trying to stay svelte. We have engagement photos this weekend. All right. Here we go. Oh, what it... Yes, Jerry. She's trying to fatten him up. That's right. We're not trying to look like the number 10. I'm not going to be the 0. Mom says, you're so sweet. Darius will do. She'll do it for both of us. Look, Christine says, Robert is a messy mess. Hi there, Diamond. You know it. I am messy in every way, and I own it. You got that right. Let's talk about our Hey Friend Hey.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? So I went to the mailbox. I got a big giant box from Maryland, and I knew that meant that was only one thing, which means it was lots of lattes sending me a sending me a birthday package. Latte sent me, she paid attention to our conversation that Darius was on 2 weeks ago and sent me a box full of candy with notes, funny ass notes. And then Darius got a box of candy as well, including his Boston baked beans, his York peppermint patties. He was so happy. The York peppermint patties are in the freezer. The Boston baked beans are on the counter, ready for a rough day at work. It was filled to the brim with candy and these glasses. And the box said the best is yet to come. And my fat ass licked this like it was real. I was like, are these real sprinkles? No, they're plastic. So she sent me, and there are some hot takes in here. Oh, look at my mom. She has our pictures all over her house. It's so cute. Look at us at the Mama Rose house. And see, that's what I'm talking about elections, because people don't have that love and support. And if you don't, we got you. Come here, hang out with us. We're nuts. I'm wearing a cake hat glasses. So look, Alyssa says York peppermint patties are her favorite. You like gold people candy too, Alyssa? Go ahead. So no shade. I'm old. So some of the things that Lattes put in there are things like notes. So she put the Mike and Ike's and said Mike Melfa and Ike's, which was the funniest thing I have ever heard. I sent it to Mike. We died laughing because Darius saw that and was like, Mike Melfa, and that's funny. That's just funny stuff. So I tried today. She sent me these freeze-dried, crunchy, I've never seen them before, freeze-dried rainbow bites. They were good. They're like a lollipop, but freeze-dried, and you bite them. I like them. Really good. These were good. The popcorn, y'all, I ate already. Way better. Boom chicka boom pop. Way, way better. And I did not share. Better than the stuffing popcorn from the Trader Joe's. And then she sent me this, a pickle, a gummy pickle, and a gummy mac and cheese. So I figured we're going to do this together. She sent Mike Melfa to Detroit. She did. Mike Melfa is here. He's living in the garage, and I hope he's paying rent. So this is a mac and cheese. My brother used to eat mac and cheese. Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't hate that. I didn't hate that. That was good. Mac and cheese. That was gummy. It didn't taste like mac and cheese. My brother used to eat mac and cheese right out of the box. Now the pickle scares me. Let's try the pickle. Well, the pickle's not bad. It's weird. Oh, it's getting pickly. I mean, would I eat this like for fun? I would eat a peanut M&M, and there was a bag of them. Oh, we eat it, lattes. Good night. Of course we do. We're gonna do it. They were interested. Oh, I loved it, and this will get us through a couple of weeks of stress eating. So thank you, lattes, for thinking about me for my birthday and sharing. That was so thoughtful and sweet. And you put so much time and effort and energy and put a big smile on our face. So thank you, Roundtable family, for all the birthday stuff. We're moving on to November, so it's somebody else's turn, like Darius' turn. And that was not bad. Those were good. And my other favorite thing, thank you, lattes. Mwah. We love you for all the love and support you show the show, is my sister-in-law, by the way. We were talking about Christine, and yes, she gave sweets to the 2 sweets. And Abby says the glasses suit me. Thank you, Abby. I like them. I'm keeping them. So appreciate you so much. So my sister-in-law, if you're looking for something fun for Christmas, my sister-in-law is so smart and so brilliant. Christina is pregnant and she's out here. She works for Meta, and Meta makes the Oculus VR glasses, and they look like this, and you could play VR games. And my sister-in-law is in charge of every time you see them out and about. This is my husband's here, and we're doing a show, and the big gay Italian wedding's calling me. So the glasses, the Oculus glasses, when you see an advertisement like this on Amazon or anywhere in the world, that's the Christina. She's the marketing director. She's in charge of putting it on Best Buy or on Amazon or on Walmart. So shout out to her. She's moving, and she's going to help with the Ray-Ban Facebook glasses as well. She's so smart. So I just want you to say, when you see an ad coming up for Black Friday, or you see the big box stores talking about them and all of that, and you see the Oculus with the new Batman game from DC and all that, that's my sister-in-law. So shout out to you, Christina. We love you. You're so brilliant and smart. All right, let's do this hot stuff. Hot stuff. Darius says, eat the pickle. We ate it. All right, so hot take. Darius says the things going right this week are the cookies from Mama Rose. Well, that's fair. You agree?
I agree.
Look, he's here. He's real. Hi. He ate the cookie, but you have restraint. You only eat the cookies, like you don't eat the whole package.
No, just like one.
I don't know how to do that. So what else is going on? We have hot take. Christine says, good news this week. I got my results from my second leg surgery and the biopsy. That was melanoma. Doctor says I'm clean and they got it all, and getting more hours to work soon. Yes, money. Yes, no more melanoma. Yes, clean bill of health. That's what I'm talking about. Amen. My friend Debbie Block says life is good. You're in Chicago this week playing a Taurus and going to a conference tomorrow. Go get them, Debbie. Yes, let's go. The cat daddy say Maxwell Frost won re-election in Florida. He's the future of this country. Yes, he did. And that's an important election. And I didn't know, because, it goes red for president, and then to go back and pick Maxwell Frost is a big deal. So see, there is always good parts as well. Oh, Alyssa says now your algorithm will be filled with Meta glasses. Mine too. The second you say some winning lottery numbers, that's what I'd like all over mine. You got that right. Yes, we all wish Christine continued health and happiness. Thanks, cat daddies. We appreciate you very much. Latte says, hot take, went to circuit court in Annapolis Monday and filed some very important papers. Yes, I saw that. Let's go. New chapter of freedom for lots of lattes. Janelle, file those papers, serve them. Let's go. We're here for you. We got the Roundtable fam that sends you lots of love and support. We know you got this 100%. My mother said something, and I will find it, but I can't find it. What's going on? Going well is sharing my love with those around me. It's uplifting and contagious to others. Thank you, Mom. That's right. And whoever's around you right now, whoop, 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 whoop.
Which really means she was happy you were home.
It just means, Darius said it just means she was happy I was home. She wouldn't let my father drive me to the airport. She took every last second of time with me that she could. She packed up those chicken cutlets and sent me on my way. So let's go. Alyssa's clapping for lattes. Christine says, thanks to you all. We love us here. I love you all for being here so much. So much. So yeah. Oh, I have a video of the Meta glasses. Did you see them?
Hey dear Robert, happy birthday.
I have to sing happy birthday because you don't want to hear them sing happy birthday. No shade. My mom sings a little though. She's pretty good. She could sing a little something like Stevie Nicks. Gypsy. Yep. So anyway, you know who could really sing? Our friend Jane Monheit. Jane Monheit has been seen. Debbie must have seen her 50 times. Christine must have seen her 40 times. And I've seen her a bunch of times and had the chance to sing with her. She's on my album. If you ever get a chance to go over to Spotify and you could listen to Unfinished Business, my first album, Jane Monheit, it's the Songs of the Great American Songbook. We sing How Deep is the Ocean together. And it was such a dream. You could sing, Mom. She says, I wish. She sings. So it was such a dream of me to sing with her, never mind to become her friend. And never mind to be able to sit down and chat with her, meet her husband, go to her shows, her come to my shows. We did this song live in LA together. She is a class act, and her album is so darn good, including covers by Billy Joel, plus a Christmas single, plus I was singing happy birthday to myself, Christine. You're right. I have no shame. Plus, she has an amazing Christmas album from last year called The Merriest. She's my friend. She's a friend to the show. This is her third time here. The one and only, the jazz legend that is Jane Monheit. Welcome to the Roundtable.
Well, I've told this story many times. One of my favorite singers in the entire world is our next guest. It was the joy and honor of my life to be able to sing with her on record and in person. I say this all the time, but I was a 17-year-old kid in Englewood, and it was John Pizzarelli, and it was Jane Monheit, and I walked in after selling tickets to the show as a little box office attendee in my first job, and I saw this singer and her voice, and I was forever floored. She has sold a ton of records. She's streamed millions and millions and millions of times. When I go on her Spotify, I have FOMO because I'm like, man, I will take a quarter of the listeners that listen to Jane Monheit. She is a superstar. She travels this world, and her new album, I wrote her and I said, oh my God, I cried at the end of your album. You need to hear it, everybody. It's so beautiful and gorgeous. And I think she snuck in a Christmas single she might have recorded it while I did this introduction. Welcome back, my friend, Miss Jane Monheit.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so excited that you're here.
Me too. It's nice to see you.
It's so, Miss Monheit, Jane, my friend, when you come on, the jazz, like cabaret, like the people who are real artist fans, they go crazy because you are an artist.
Well, I try. I really try to put music first, and be really true to the art form and pay the respect to it that it deserves, and really do the right thing by the genre. It's important.
You do. Look, firstly, I'm going to tell you all, we got to stream the album and you got to listen to the album, but you also have to go see Jane Monheit in person because there's a couple of things I've observed after seeing you in concert. A, she has amazing mic technique. Oh my Lord. People that sing, you need to go see Jane Monheit and learn how to work that microphone. B, you work with the best people. Your band is killer.
They're good. They're real, real good. And I'm so lucky because it's actually like kind of like a larger group of musicians that I work with. It's, I have some people on the West Coast and some people on the East Coast. The East Coast people I've been with for a very long time. And the West Coast folks are newer in my life. And all of them are so special to me. They're all dear, dear, close friends too. And, uncles to my son. And, it's a beautiful relationship. And they're the best players on the planet,
The planet. And now you've built this amazing repertoire of music. If it's jazz, if it's pop done in jazz, if it's holiday music, you now have, what number album is this for you?
13. 13, which isn't bad for being 47. I feel like that's pretty good. Like that's a good, like midlife, like 13. I'm getting it done.
You've got it done. You've got it done. And it's amazing to me. Your husband is a musician.
Yes, he plays drums with me.
He's brilliant. And you have a son,
yes.
And you're out on the road, and your son comes with you to gigs, and you are just like a traveling Partridge family.
We are. For many years, my son actually, well, we homeschooled him until he was 8. And then he went to school between the ages of 3rd grade until this year. And now he's going back online to finish high school. So he has more time for his music and, stuff like that. He's a musician himself and yeah.
Of course he is. So let's talk about the album, everybody. We're talking about the album. The album is Jane Monheit, and the album you can get a signed copy. You can go to the website, get an actual memento. Jane even sometimes puts a little note. She has Jane Monheit stationery.
I do. We have fun with it. We have little stickers. I just reordered the stickers the other day. Thanks, Vistaprint.
See? Go to JaneMonheitOnline.com, and we have to be following Jane Monheit on Instagram and all of the things. This album is fascinating to me because there's not a theme. I didn't catch a theme in it's not I'm singing the songs of so and so.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
This is just what? How'd you pick them?
Well, honestly, they came out of what's been happening on the road. And I think that's often a really, really good way to make a jazz record. You know what I mean? You want to go into the studio with stuff that feels a little comfortable and worn in. You feel like you're doing your best improvising on it, stuff like that. So this was all stuff that I had been developing with my West Coast musicians. And so that if there were a theme, behind this record, that's what it would be. Like, okay, this is what we've been working on out West,
Okay. And it is what I loved about it is seeing you in your at Birdland last time or a few times I've seen you. You have an affinity for certain types of music, and sometimes they don't always make it into a live show or they don't always make it on an album. And I remember you talking about Brazilian music and how that was something that you had been researching and loving and into the rhythms and the styles of it. And there's a track on this record that goes hand in hand with that. How do you get inspiration? I think you're always singing. So how do you learn new songs or find inspiration? Are you in the shower? Are you in the car? Where are you getting, let's do this song. Let's try that.
So often it's songs that I've really already known my whole life, or at least for many years, and it just suddenly becomes the right time for them because the lyric will suddenly resonate. All of a sudden it's like, okay, well, this makes sense. This is true for me now. Oh my goodness, something has changed. It's time for this tune, that kind of thing. And I listen to the radio all day long. I listen to Seriously Sinatra on Sirius XM. And I listen to, there's a little radio station coming out of Florida called Legends Radio, and they play all songbook. And I listen to them on their little app, all day long, them and Seriously Sinatra. And I stay constantly inspired just listening to my fellow singers all day, unless I'm listening to Howard Stern, which is...
Well, I mean, and he is the interviewer of interviews for sure. Well, everyone that's watching, we're going to go to Jane Monheit Online while we're talking. We're going to order a signed copy of the CD, or at least we're going to stream the CD out and about and have it out and about as well. Your last album, that the Merriest, the Christmas album that came out, which is so good, everybody. You need to stream it and listen to it right now, and it's so good. How did a magical... You're the only person I know who puts out a full album in 1 week, and then you're talking about the album, and then all of a sudden there's a Christmas single.
Well, the Christmas single, it's not brand new. So it wasn't like I was putting in extra work or anything like that. It was in my back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because we did a vinyl release with the Merriest last year, just a very small vinyl pressing. I think it was just a few hundred copies, you know what I mean? Not very many. And it had this bonus track on it, but only the people who bought the vinyl have access to it. So we were like, let's release it as a digital single this year. And so that's what it is. It's Silver Bells, and it is a cha-cha.
And it is good. And it is good. And your voice is fire on it. It's good, everybody. So I wrote you about your album, and I'm going to show you because I have proof of this moment. I have it. I was flying to Detroit yesterday, and I was in the airplane, and I knew I was going to talk to you, so I had downloaded it so I could listen to it on airplane mode. And I was sitting in the plane, and I was listening to all of your music, and I was listening to the album in particular. And I want people to know that when you go online and you listen to this, the album here, when you go through the songs, firstly, On a Clear Day, You Can See Forever, you want to talk about... You better hit every high note and jazz rhythm. And I thought about it because I thought, to an untrained ear, you sound amazing. But to someone, you make all these cuts and you have all these changes in rhythm that in my head, I'm like, oh, if I did that, I would need the studio. We would have to place these, cut these to flip them around. Jane, you don't understand what she's doing on this record.
You're so
How
sweet.
what is the time? How do you learn the time signatures? Is this just something in your body? Is it just something jazz taught you when you went to school, Manhattan School of Music, and is it just what, how do you do that?
I really think to be a jazz musician and be able to interpret the tunes in that way, it's a lifetime of listening to the music is what it is. It's a lifetime of listening to jazz. And like, that's the thing, like all of these tunes, I mean, and they're like all show tunes, you know what I mean? This album is almost, I think it's like 6 show tunes out of the 10 tunes on the record. They all appear in the Great American Songbook. So growing up, I heard these all as jazz tunes first. You know, I would hear them that way. And then my mother would be like, oh, well, here's the original cast recording. Let's check this out. You know what I mean? And I'd listen to like Barbara Cook sing it or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so I really grew up on both things. So it's really been a lifetime of listening that allows me to be able to phrase that way and improvise and stuff.
It's so much fun to watch and listen to. It is so, the flip on like in pop music, like people like Dionne Warwick, like the Burt Bacharach, the changes of it sounds so easy. And so, and Jane's doing the same thing, everyone. It's like, oh, she's just singing it in her shower and we're just listening. And it is so hard. You try to do it and you're like, oh no, leave it to the expert, everybody. You listen to you run through the songs you were talking about, show tunes. You have like Not a Day Goes By, Sondheim, or if you have things like Whatever Lola Wants. I know that you're a theaternista. I know that in the Great American Songbook, but also Broadway and show tunes is a love of yours.
Yes, huge love.
Huge. And then there's pop, like, so I wrote you about And So It Goes, which is a Billy Joel, gorgeous, gorgeous song. And I was really excited to hear it. And I love it because we sung it in chorus in New Jersey back when I was growing up. Aww. And then I hear it and I'm boo-hoo sobbing Jane Monheit in the car.
Good, and I did my job. Good.
Why it's a pop song? It's a more modern song. Why did you include it in the record?
Well, you know, I really love Billy Joel. I'm from Long Island. I always joke in the show that he's our patron saint. He is. We love him out there. You know what I mean? For a million reasons. But I really genuinely love his songwriting and his singing as well. I love his musicianship. And that song I've loved since it came out. I think it came out when I was probably in junior high or so. And I've absolutely loved that tune ever since. I remember I used to like play it on the piano at home, like growing up and stuff like that. And I was in the airport. We were on the road. It was like a year ago. And I was hanging with my bass player out here, Carl McComas Reichel. And I was like, dude, because we play a lot of duets together, he and I. And I was like, dude, you want to do like And So It Goes for the next duet? And he was like, yeah, totally. And so we just started playing it in the show. And then it was nice. It was really lovely. And it was resonating with people and certainly resonating with me quite a bit. So it was like, all right, let's put this on the album.
It's the perfect way to end the album. You need to listen. I know we talked up show tunes. We talked up the singles on A Clear Day, but listen, folks, we talked Brazil, My Brazil. You need to listen to And So It Goes. It is so gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right. So you have a bunch of when Jane and her husband were so kind to come out to LA when I did my show out there, and like 4 people know me. So you have to have Jane Monheit on there because everyone knows her. And then it sells tickets. That's the truth, people. And so Jane comes to sing.
Business.
and Matt Gould played piano for me. And Michael Orland played the first show, and then Matt played the second show. Jane came to the second show. So Matt writes, he just wrote Limpica on Broadway. And at that point, he hadn't had the show on Broadway. And Jane sang, and Matt stopped the piano. I'll never forget this. And he turned to you and he said, why don't you sing on Broadway? Your voice is gorgeous. It is.
Right. Nobody wanted me.
No, but it's it's that style. It's jazz, but it's got this chameleon quality because you can do the up tempos and you can do the ballads and you could sing high and you could sing smoky and low. And and your use of the instrument and your command of the instrument. I know there's natural talent there, but Jane, you spent hours of all your life learning how to use it. How important is your technique and the learning you've done to get to do what you do?
I mean, it's incredibly important. I mean, it's so many hours of your life. I mean, when I was a kid and everybody like would be doing like Girl Scouts after school or playing sports or like playing outside or all this, I was inside practicing. I didn't know I was practicing because my parents were smart and they didn't use that word to describe anything I did vocally. They called it practicing on my clarinet, and so I didn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I was a rebellious little brat. You know what I mean? Like I was a naughty little rebel. You know what I mean? My whole life. And so they'd be like, "Go practice your clarinet," and I'd be like, "No." And they'd be like, "Oh, you're singing. That sounds nice." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm doing it. Don't tell me what to do." You know what I mean? So I sang for hours every day. Every day I sang for hours and hours and hours. I didn't do a lot of extracurriculars outside of, unless it was music and theater, then I did it. I did all of it. All the music and theater, but I didn't do anything else. I never played a sport in my life. I didn't like really play outside with the neighborhood kids as much. I was inside singing.
And that's all and thank God. And now look.
I'm so glad I did. And that was what was fun for me at the time. I wasn't like, I must work, the children beckon, but I must go. You know, I wasn't like that. I was like, I just wanted to go sing. I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and now we have a bunch of albums, and we have so many. We're so grateful for it. And if you're listening, go home, have a weekend, and listen to Jane Monheit's albums from the beginning to the end. You're going to hear the Great American Songbook. You're going to hear like Stevie Wonder gets thrown in here, and then Christmas gets thrown in here, and there's songs you know and love and songs you will discover. And it's such a greatly crafted career that you have put these jewels together. And when you listen to them together, I'm sure when you go back to the first album till today, you're like, what a ride. What a ride.
You are so kind. You are so kind.
No, I love the Jane Monheit. I love her. I owe you forever. So and it's true. It's just a fact, everyone. You're going on the road. This is going to air on Thursday, and this is not Thursday, everybody. It's Monday. So she's about to hit Connecticut, and we're going to air this right before. So if you're in Connecticut or you're in Massachusetts, you're going to be around this coming weekend. So everyone watching, you can get a ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, and in Norfolk, Connecticut, and then in Groton Hill, Massachusetts. And then in December, there's a giant Christmas tour. So, I mean, I'm going to be in a lot of places. So all the tour dates are on my website, which is janemonheitonline.com.
I mean, you're going to be in DC and Philly and New Hampshire and a big stint in New York, which is mandatory, and California. And you're like coast to Colorado for a long chunk of time. So what is a Jane Monheit concert like nowadays?
Well, it depends on what month it is, because the November shows are going to be, you know, like new album-y kind of stuff. You know, and I always throw in plenty of old favorites and things that, you know, that people want to hear. But then December is going to be my holiday show, because I have a couple Christmas albums out, and I like, you know, kind of pride myself on being the jazz Mrs. Claus. And I mean, I'm literally like, I'm putting up my tree today. So today.
You would get along. You need to meet my Darius, because he's already moved the furniture. He has been playing Christmas music.
Yay! I like him already.
See, he is your cup of tea. And I literally walked in the house, and we just have Christmas music blasting at 6 a.m. He's cleaning it.
I love it.
And, you know, so my thing is, I have a Christmas show in New York, and I need advice, because how do you do a Christmas show? Do you just get up there and sing a bunch of Christmas songs? Do you weave in like some stories? Like, I don't want it to be boring, Jane. We don't want a boring show. So how do you craft your set list of a holiday show? Is it all holiday music?
It's all holiday when I do my holiday show. But the thing that I make sure is that the arrangements are good enough, that it's musically solid enough, that even if you are not into holiday music, you still dig the show because it's musically 100%. You know what I mean? Great charts, you know, so it doesn't matter if the lyrics are about candy canes, you know, like, because we're swinging and we're, you know, the music is really happening. So yeah, so there's really something for everybody there, even though we're singing about Santa Claus, all the other ones, Max Hamer. And yeah. And he's like, you know, like one of our closest friends, like, you know, his two little daughters are like my nieces, you know, so he writes from a place where he knows me really well.
Yeah. And it shows, and it's gorgeous. And he's such a good piano player, and you all need to, and she is such a good singer, everybody. So fan out and stream and listen to the album. and I'll be seeing you somewhere soon. I promise.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to come to LA and just sing in your living room with you. I just want to just hear you sing.
Yes, please do. No, come sing with me because I want to hear you sing too.
No, I want to hear you sing. Everybody, go online. We're gonna follow. We're gonna go to JaneMonheitOnline.com and then go to Real Jane Monheit and follow on Instagram so you can stay up to date. You're welcome anytime. It's always an honor and a privilege. I get a little weirded out when I talk to you, even now that I know you in the way that I know you, because to me, I'm still 16 and you're still opening for John Pizzarelli and you're just a brand new album. And I'm still in awe of your voice because I was in awe at the John Harm Center for the Arts in Englewood, New Jersey when I first saw you. And the fact that you come here and chat with me means so much to me. I'm so grateful to know you. So thank you.
I'm grateful to know you, honey. Thank you so much.
How much do we love her? Is she just the best? She's the sweetest and the bestest and the best. And I love her. And the album's really gorgeous. So I hope you'll do me a favor and you'll stream it. And I also hope you'll do me a favor and check out Jane Monheit when she comes to your neck of the woods. She's so good and so talented. Speaking of good and talented, speaking of albums that I love, Michael Longoria finally makes his Roundtable debut. I know Marie McGee has been asking for him to be on this show from the beginning, and we finally made it happen. It almost happened last year. He canceled last year. He's the star of Jersey Boys. He was Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys. He's one of the Midtown men touring the country doing Jersey Boy, Frankie Valli music. And his Christmas album is one that we play in my house. I know we play Marry Me this Christmas. It's on our playlist. I love his album. And he's doing a show at 54 Below December 1st with my Yaz. So take a peek. I did a Christmas show, and my Christmas show was at Chelsea Table and Stage, and Robbie Roselle was directing the show. And Robbie said to me, so what does your Christmas show want to be? And I literally sent him the Spotify of Michael Longoria's Christmas album, because Michael Longoria's Christmas album is perfect. I literally wanted to just steal his whole album from beginning to end. I said, just chart these songs, just chart this album, and we're going to steal it from Michael Longoria because he's so good. When his album is playing in my house all the time, and we're getting married next year, and Marry Me This Christmas, marry me this Christmas. It is. Oh, Michael Longoria, you're finally here.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I didn't realize that was an inspiration for you. How awesome is that?
I love your album.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
And you're gonna do, I'm assuming, some Christmas.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot from the album. But Christmas time has always been like a moment to discover Broadway songs, and there's always some sort of musical on TV during Christmas time. Yes. So I'm doing a lot of the songs from Merry Christmas, Darling, but I'm also gonna put in a few diva songs, like a Barbara song, a Patti LuPone song, of course. How could I not?
Well, Michael, that's what I like about the album, because the album has the classics like Merry Christmas, Darling. It has the classics like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but then you drop Ariana Grande or you drop a Mariah.
Yes, well, that's the interesting, I guess, musical journey that I've been on, is that, like, being a singer of the '60s music from Jersey Boys and Hairspray, kind of having to use those songs as inspiration, obviously, for the majority of my work. But being somebody who's alive today, right? So I'm alive today, and I'm listening to Ariana Grande, I'm listening to Mariah Carey, I'm listening to all these other artists. So it was nice to be able to mix those in, kind of weave them in there.
Well, I mean it. Your original. So everybody, we're here. We're talking. The album's been out for, I don't know, 8 years, 6 years, something like that. But a very Broadway kind of Christmas is coming to 54 Below December 1st at 7:00. And you could get your tickets at 54below.org. And this is your first solo show at 54 Below?
Yeah, isn't that weird? I mean, I've done solo shows around town, other places, obviously, but 54 Below, yeah, it's my first time doing it. But I've done other people's shows there. Like, I've sung a song there where they, invite me from the audience, and I get up there and sing a song. But this is my first time, actually, curating a whole set list for this specific night and getting a band together. First time I'm working with Yaz. And, he was your musical director.
God. It's the only person I use.
I've never worked with him, and I've always wanted to, because I've been so jealous of everybody who has, and seeing how awesome their shows are every time he's doing it. So this was the opportunity to do it.
Michael, that all you got to do is tell Yaz to open up the Robert Bannon Christmas folder, because we stole your music already. So it's already.
I love it. I love it. That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
But there's a problem.
So, what song did you sing from the album, or which songs did you
Oh,
sing?
we did Mariah and we did Merry Christmas, Darling,
Oh,
and
beautiful song.
we cut we cut a little Ariana Grande piece, and we cut a little Britney Spears, which your arrangement of Britney's so good.
I love that one. Yeah, we're doing. I'm gonna do that in the 54 Below show. My Only Wish. Britney Spears. Britney Spears doesn't get all the credit she needs sometimes, right? I mean, Britney Spears did a lot of cool things, and that song is really kind of interesting because it's
And
very adult.
you do my favorite Mariah song. Not the song, yes, but you sing "Miss You Most at Christmas Time." Which,
Yes. Oh my gosh. Miss You Most at Christmas. Isn't that an interesting song? I don't know why I gravitate towards all the sad stuff, but I just feel like I mean I love to just maybe emote and feel all the feelings that those kind of songs bring out in me. Especially Mariah Carey, just because you know she's the queen.
the Queen. Well, I'm going to text you as
The
because
queen.
the Queen. The problem with my arrangements, Michael, are that they're nowhere near your key. Because who could sing that high?
Ah.
So everyone, get your tickets. 54. But we have a watcher that watches our show every week, and she is a Michael Longoria fan.
Oh, that's awesome. Hi.
Marie McGee, who has followed you. She's Marie Lange on Instagram. She has written me since this show started about Michael Longoria.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
So she's streaming. Our fans that we love your music. We listen to your music. So thank you for being here. It means a lot to us.
I'm so happy to be here.
So are you in LA, baby? You're a Hollywood
okay,
baby?
so I'm originally from I was born in Hollywood, California. Apparently there was a hospital in West Hollywood, so there's some connection there. I don't know. The judge was happening, when when I was born in the '80s, but hung out there till I was like 15. I came to New York for the first time, like in a high school 2-week program, and I was like, wait, what? There's this whole other society, and you got to think back then. Facebook wasn't around. No internet really was. Internet was around, obviously, but I didn't really have too much access to it. So to see this like other world of like people that were doing art every day and like walking up and down Broadway. I remember being like just walking, looking side to side at each of the Broadway houses and being like, oh my God, this place exists. Like this seems unreal that a place could have everything that I could possibly want in one area.
And then you came here. You went to school here.
And then I came to school here. Yeah, I think the universe was bringing me over here. I came at 17, and I went to NYU and studied drama at Cap 21. And I saw everything I could. I was the merch boy over at AIDA during when AIDA was like in previews. So like I was watching them change the different wigs and stuff and try different things. And I had a pretty cool upbringing, I would say. Like NYU was a good cushion from a very like California boy life. Like, oh, I like musicals, and then all of a sudden, like New York, I was there, but it was like I was there with the protection of school. So I was like, okay, it's cool. I got some time to figure this out.
You didn't need protection though, because you jump into Hairspray. Then you jumped in the original cast of Jersey Boys.
Yes, I was the original Joe Pesci, and then I was understudying Frankie Valli, and then eventually I did the 2 a week, the matinee. I remember with the first time they put my name in that section. There I am in the Sacramento version. I the first time they put my name next to that role, and it was like official, like as the matinee Frankie Valli. It was just like a big deal. I just remember being like, wow, this is so cool that so California boys over here doing this, making it happen. Okay.
But you got the Italian last name, so you're good. You got a good Italian.
Yeah, it's one of those universal names that nobody really knows where it's from. So Eva has it as well. And there's also a very famous baseball player named Evan who has the last name.
So
I'm bringing it to Broadway. I'm bringing it to New York. Let's hear from Longoria's.
People know. I love it. People know you as Frankie Valli, and you got thousands of shows, literally, as Frankie Valli and singing these songs. Here's you and Frankie.
Oh my God, me and Frankie, yes.
Time gone by. I as a Jersey boy myself, born and raised here in Jersey, and Italian, even though my last name doesn't have the vowel. I grew up loving that music. He is in his people need to stop trolling Frankie Valli because he is in his 90s and still out here working his tail off.
Listen, he's doing what he said he would do. He said he would always be singing. So, like,
He's,
that's what I want to be doing if I can, like, forever. Is just always be able to sing.
so Michael, you're doing a Christmas concert. I wanted last year for Michael to come sing at my Christmas concert, but Michael is always booked. Everyone, he's he's booked this year. When I'm doing, you are booked. You're booked. You're booked. Tell us about where you're booked. You sing around this world.
Well, yeah, I do. I tour with the original Jersey Boys. We're called the Midtown Men, and we have our own. There we go. We were on a bus at some point. We were on that bus. Um, I don't even know. I forget how it happened, but somebody had connections with somebody, and they happened to be doing bus printing that week, and they somehow got our logo on there. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we had to pay for it, but it was. I remember it being like a, you know, because somebody had a connection with somebody's cousin. Or I don't forget. And it was like a big deal because that bus went around town. Like, you remember the Mamma Mia buses? Like, you'd be walking around and you'd see Mamma Mia everywhere, everywhere. That was that bus for like maybe 1 week. But it was pretty cool to have our stuff on that. But yeah, the Midtown Men. So I tour with the Midtown Men primarily. That's like my primary source of performance.
Yes.
And then I get these moments where I get to do my own thing and like kind of step out on my own and just sing my heart out for people. Yeah, 54 Below has always been like, I don't know, a little intimidating because I'm used to singing at like downtown and the Lions Den or like $5 cover kind of places, like original music. And 54 Below obviously is like, more of a dress up place. You go with friends and you have dinner there. You said you like the guacamole. Um, I like the fries there. I have
Okay.
mad at have had, an order or two when I'm there. But yeah, look, they have great food there too. So it's one of those places where you get dressed up and go with friends and then you hear somebody happen to be singing. I was joking with Yaz though, because I was like, okay, now this is the part where we're gonna have a slow song, and then you're gonna hear clink, 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 because that's just naturally what happens there. Any kind of place that's like kind of a supper club. Um,
Well, I do. I love the guacamole and I love a drink. And I don't think there's a better place to see a show for Christmas because you're literally blocks from the tree. You can
yeah.
see your show. Like everyone could go see your show. It's at 7:00 because he's famous and on Broadway. So he gets the 7 o'clock. You don't have to go at 9:30 at night, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
He's the headline night for that night. Go get a ticket. And then after the show's over at 8:30 or whenever the show's over, walk right down, see the Rockefeller Christmas. You can make a
That's a
whole
good idea.
usher in December on the 1st with Michael Longoria.
Absolutely. Come down. We're gonna have a great band playing. It's gonna be great. My brother and a good friend of mine, Emily McNamara, and my brother Danny Longoria are gonna be singing backup. And the backups for this show is like, they're singing. They're gonna be singing. So it's gonna be something to be, singing along to and with, and I think it'll be a fun night.
I have such FOMO because
And then you could steal more arrangements.
I can't wait.
There's a few new ones.
Where's my phone? I gotta text Yaz right now. He better
Ah!
send me over those arrangements for the show.
Yaz is actually doing a few ones like brand new. So I'm excited to hear that with the band and just like sing these new tunes.
No, you have music out besides the Christmas album. Obviously, you have other albums that are out.
Yes.
A lot of people listen to them. What made you? You have covers of classic doo-wop 50s, 60s. Hopelessly Devoted to You as a big cover that you did.
Right.
Where do you find these songs? Do they just come to you?
I hold this to Amsterdam. For each of these, for each of these albums, the first one was Broadway Brick by Brick, and I wanted to have Broadway songs that I grew up with. Like Chorus Line. I cannot believe I had the guts to sing Music in the Mirror. I mean, this was a while. Like this is maybe 8 or 10 years ago now. That I did that first album, and it was like I did all the big ones, As If We Never Said Goodbye, Over the Rainbow. Like I was just swinging these big swings, and it was with John McDaniel doing the arrangements. He worked on the Rosie O'Donnell show. he's been in the musical theater business forever. So he gave me some really big like diva arrangements for that first album, and it was orchestrated in a very symphonic way. Like a lot of musicians were on the album. So it felt like a very Broadway sound, right? The second one was a Christmas one, which I wanted to go back to like a '60s pop sound. And then the one that you were talking about, Hopelessly Devoted, that's like they do in the movies, which was all movie themed. I kind of wanted to do these themes to just kind of like give me focus, and then I kind of dove into what are the best movie songs. For example, with that project, I was like, let's literally go year by year. What was the most popular songs and why? And like what's so special about these songs? And when you find like the group of them, then which ones actually speak to your heart? Because if it speaks to your heart, then when you sing them, they're gonna touch somebody, you know?
Well, they do, and they're so good. And me and Darius have a shared Christmas Spotify playlist, and you're all up in there. And you will
Love that.
in the morning on Sunday when we're cleaning the bathroom, Michael Longoria is playing in our
Oh
house.
my gosh, I love that.
I'm gonna have to send you a video of it playing out of the Alexa next time because you are always
Yes.
in rotation. When you hear people that your music has touched them, like our little story, but like I'm telling you, our friend Marie out here, she has seen you. She's seen the Midtown Men. She follows your music. It makes it worth it when you hear people. They see you after a show. What's it like
Well,
when
yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I don't normally do these kinds of shows, so like, I don't get that experience too often, where somebody tells me that. But like, every now and then, it will happen. Like on the road with Midtown Men in California, for example, we were in the middle of nowhere, like at a casino somewhere, and we're signing our normal Midtown Men albums, and then out of nowhere, somebody brings me the Merry Christmas Darling album. I'm like, oh my God, you have this? Like, how? I know I never think anybody listens. Like as an artist, you always, I guess, are trained to be humble and like, and I grew up being a dancer, so like dancers, we're supposed to like be quiet and like just listen and follow directions kind of thing. So like when it comes to putting my heart out on these albums, I put them out, and the creation process and the artistic process is just like giving birth for like several months, and then once it happens, I kind of like forget about it. Like, and not because I want to, but just because like maybe it's that like insecure artist in me that goes like, well, who cares, okay, now it's done, who cares. But every now and then somebody will remind me about it. I'm like, oh right, that song, like, and then I remember like the process of it and what it took, and like all of the you know a, lo- a lot of the emotional stuff like really does take you being very vulnerable, really going there and really feeling those feelings. So sometimes I hear recordings like "I Will Always Love You" on my movie album, and like you can hear my my breathing. It's like you can hear me like on the verge of tears because I'm like literally like I wanted to have the most raw emotions possible for these songs, to be real.
Well, it works. We hear it. We hear it, and it works, and we love it. And I'm telling you, I'm so happy that you came here because we've been everyone for a year. One day, Michael's gonna sing. I'm gonna make Michael come sing at my show, but we're
I'll
gonna get.
come. I had no idea that you wanted me to. I would definitely come and sing a
But
song.
I already looked. Like I'm doing a show in New York in December, and I'm like, he's in LA. He's
Yeah,
singing.
yeah. I'm with Midtown Man.
Booked, people. You have to go see him. Where can we can find you? We can find the Midtown Men website. Follow you on Midtown Men if you're around the country. We can go to your Instagram, Michael Longoria Sings, and we'll put the link
Yes.
below us. And your albums are streaming, so you could stream your albums wherever people.
Anywhere. Yep. I love that.
And then tickets, everyone, tickets.
Tickets for December 1st at 7 p.m. It's a Thanksgiving weekend, the Sunday right after Thanksgiving. Like if you're in New York, especially that week, come on down and hang out with us. I feel like it's going to be every time I do these shows, it's like a reunion of people that you've kind of know, like through other people. And you're like, oh my God, everybody, all these people are here. So I just want people to come and like have a good time and sing these songs with me because they're very catchy songs that everybody knows.
54below.org is where you can get your tickets. You got to get your tickets and get that guacamole. Get that
the guacamole, get the French fries.
and don't eat during the slow quiet. If Yaz is playing piano and Michael is just singing,
I might make a joke about it.
you're gonna clink
You're
clink.
gonna be like, I actually had, oh my God, there was one time like I was playing Grade 142, and I had this friend who, like, I don't know why he chose to do this, but like he came to sit right in the front row center, and he ordered like steak and fries and this and that. The entire time I was singing my heart out. It was a movie album, and all I see, like, I just literally see him like digging that steak, that almost, it was the most hilarious thing, because I was like, hello, did you not come to hear this? Like, what are you doing?
Are you like me? If you go see a friend's show, if you go see someone you know show, please don't ever sit me in the front row. It gives me such anxiety.
I don't like to sit in the front because I'm like, my neck ends up hurting, but but yeah, no, I like to be in the back in the dark because I like to scream and, like, laugh out loud and get tickled with people's talent. Anytime I'm in the audience seeing a friend, like, I'm always like giggly because, like, talent makes me just so happy. Like when I see somebody up there doing their thing. And so a lot of times I'll be like, I'll be like chuckling because it's just like, it tickles me to see somebody like being so great.
Well, you're great. We love you. We thank you for being here. I can't
Thanks so
wait for
much.
people to see this show and stream the music this holiday season. It's forever. Christmas music is forever. So every year,
Yes.
put it in the rotation.
Yeah, please put the album on Merry Christmas, Darling on your playlist. It'll be fun for you to listen to me, belting out all these songs.
It's up there.
I was gonna say screaming, but I wasn't really. Some of them was screaming.
Belting.
There's a
He's
few screaming
scrounging.
moments.
He's scrounging and belting in this album. It's there for
Belting
you.
and belting. There was a queen told me once after I did a song, like, I heard that scrouting, and I was like, how dare you? I was not screaming, but I probably was, or whatever it was.
Well, and then you'll be scrouting in Broadway's living room right there in the basement. At 54.
Definitely there's a few moments where I'm like scrouting. There's some high falsetto moments that I'm doing. That I'm like, wait, why did I choose to do this? But no, it's I feel like if I'm gonna go there, I should just go there. You know what I mean? Like, I go there with the Midtown Man. Like, anytime I'm on the Midtown Man shows, like, I'm singing like crazy, crazy high, and I don't think twice about it. So, there's gonna be a few moments like that in this show.
Well, my advice, I've done 6 or 7 shows with Yaz. He will never say no. So be as crazy and high and ridiculous of a request, and he will make it work.
That's true. Well, I had caught him the other day. I was like, wait a minute, this is actually higher than we rehearsed last time. He's like, oh. I was like, I see what you're doing, Yaz. You're trying to get me to go higher.
So break legs. My show is your show anytime. We love you being here. Thanks so much for being here.
So nice to talk to you finally.
Finally. There you go. That's for you. This one's for you, Marie. Marie's here. She says she's been enjoying his passion for singing since 2015. I have so many memories. During the pandemic, when you were home, you went live and sang Maria from West Side Story just for me. I just texted him, and because I couldn't remember your story, Marie, I just texted him. I said, like, Michael, thank you for today. Marie is excited. I don't know who's calling me. New York's been calling me, but then I answer and it's nobody. You getting all these? So I'll let you know what Michael says. And worth the wait. Love you. And we love you. And Darius says he agrees, Marie, because Michael, we do listen to his Christmas album. Marry Me This Christmas is on our playlist for sure. So Marie says, Robert, you did it. Finally got Michael on the show. He's so personable. He's so relaxed and comfortable with you. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. And Latte says, Jersey Boy is a show you can see over and over again. It's always a good time. Love it. And Michael, of course, same. And I love Jersey Boys because I love that Frankie Valli music. It always makes me smile. I'm happy that's you're smiling. Yay! Let's go. Such an enjoyable roundtable tonight. 2 extraordinary artists. Love Jane Monheit, Michael Longoria. Thanks for bringing us joy. We sure do. I told you we were going to smile. We were going to smile through this moment for sure. Marie says, thanks so much for finally getting Michael on the show. It was a blast. So much fun and information. Send him a message on Instagram. He loves Instagram. And I'll let you know what he says when he texts me back. And thank you for the love. So I'll see you all again next week on Thursday. On Thursday, we have a show. It's called This Grinch is a Drag. The Grinch, the most famous guest we've ever had on the show, the Grinch himself, will be here. The Grinch who stole Christmas right from the tour will be here live. And also, we will have, thank you, Cat Daddies. And then also, drag superstar Lux Noir London is starring in Drag the Musical. She will be here as well. Then in 2 weeks, Clay Aiken is here, just in time for the Thanksgiving of it all. I look forward to seeing you all. And we have a Christmas-themed show. Anthony Evans Jr., gospel star from The Voice. Clay Aiken will be here. Ruben Studdard will be here. Darlene Love will be here. Lea Salonga, Jessica Vosk. So much coming your way in December. Don't miss a moment. Buy your tickets. Come see me December 7th over at Chelsea Table and Stage. Go to robertbannon.com. And remember, like I said this in the beginning, I know it seems hard, but there's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. And there is more good than there is bad. It's about perspective. We just have to find it. We find our community. We find our people. We turn down the noise and we turn up the love for one another. I love you. You're always welcome here. And thank you for always welcoming me into your home every Thursday. We got this. We got this. God bless you. The best sure is yet to come. I appreciate you all. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.